Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea. This is the Daily Dyslexic that has not been so daily, but I am working on it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you're a returner, it's great to see you again. Thanks for being awesome. Don't forget to subscribe if you're a new viewer and you want to see more content about learning disabilities. So today's topic is going to be how to handle having a bad day. Specifically, a bad day that you feel was caused because of your learning disability. So that can be so frustrating. Perhaps you had to read out loud and it was embarrassing. Don't worry if that's happened to you. Your girls had that happen too, and it is a little embarrassing. But in the big scheme of things, whatever. Maybe you failed a test that you had studied really hard for, and someone that barely studied did better than you. I know that is so frustrating. And it can really enhance your stress, your feelings of confidence, and it can really affect just you if you're having a bad day that you feel is caused by your learning disability. Remember our strengths that we talked about last video and how there are so many amazing things that come from your learning disability, and your learning disability is actually something that makes you unique, amazing, and awesome. Dyslexia is by far my favorite quality about myself and has helped me achieve so much more than it's hindered me. So let's talk about self-care. I think self-care is the most important element we can talk about in how to handle and cope with having a bad day. There are a lot of different things you can do when you're having a bad day, but self-care kind of can be the blanket term for all the stuff we talk about. So self-care is building a routine into your life that helps you maintain your emotional, spiritual, physical well-being. So perhaps that means every day making sure that you get all your meals in. That's a basic part of self-care. But self-care can also mean like taking a moment out of your day and building in a routine that helps you feel better. So, for example, I'm going to give a scenario that is real life. So I had a history test recently that I studied super hard for because history is not your girl's strength. Even kinda. So I started doing my reading, making flashcards, having people question me. I started texting my allies around me that had taken the class, being like, yo, you gotta help your girl out. She's dying. So I do all of that. I'm super prepared. I think the test is just on Unit 4, because it's the final, and I was like, whoa, everyone has said that this final is not cumulative. Fun fact, the test was cumulative. So I get to the testing center, and it's got all of the units. All of them. Not just Unit 4. And I really wanted to do well on this test. That had been a goal I set for myself. So I was like, I'm not going to reach my goal. And I left there and I called my mom and I was crying and I was like, ADHD is so hard because I didn't read the instructions well enough. And if I didn't have dyslexia, this wouldn't have happened. And then I had a light bulb. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not thinking positively about my learning disabilities, as well as I need to do something to take care of myself and reduce my stress. So I have a couple of different things that I do when I'm feeling really upset and stressed and frustrated. One, you can work out. Working out is great. It can relieve a lot of stress, a lot of that. But I also have a physical disability, so sometimes my body does not feel good enough to work out. Yoga is great because it's kind of like the middle of working out. You can do a really relaxing yoga. But sometimes it's not happening. So then there's baths. I like to use baths as a time to reflect, to think, to distress, to meditate, perhaps to pray, to find my zen. That's what baths are for me. But also you can do things like make yourself a dinner that you enjoy. Maybe you like cooking. But I think an important part of when you're having a bad day that you feel is because of your learning disabilities, you got to think about your talents. You got to think about your strengths. So for me, I love art. I think I'm okay at it. I wouldn't say like, oh, I'm Pablo Picasso. But I take a second and I make a watercolor, I make a drawing, I make a cartoon. I've been really into drawing cartoons lately. So maybe I'll draw a cartoon about how I'm feeling and I'll express those emotions because processing how you're feeling is super important. Understanding why you feel that way and kind of unpacking it with yourself. But there's also some elements of how to deal with bad days. If you feel like you're having a lot, do not be afraid to seek out the help of a therapist or a psychiatrist or someone that you can work with to help you get into well-being. I see a therapist and there is absolutely no shame or stigma around needing help. Also, finding allies and friends to talk to. Talking to an adult you trust is also great, like if you're the younger age. Finding an adult or peer that you can trust. Maybe that's your family, maybe it isn't your family, that's okay. You can always seek another adult that you can talk to and really process what you're going When it boils down, you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're not letting your stress and frustration and your bad day negatively impact your overall health and well-being. So, to sum that up, take care of yourself. I know it's difficult. Remember that you're awesome. Do your talent. Eat. Eating is really important. With ADHD, I forget to eat. It's a real issue. Do not do that. Set reminders for yourself and make sure that you're eating, because that's important, because that's what fuels your awesome body. If you're having a bad day, maybe go and watch one of your favorite YouTubers. Take a quick second to breathe, distract, get your mind off it, but then ultimately process how you're feeling, because you gotta process those emotions. Alright, I hope that was helpful. If it wasn't, let me know. I'll make a more helpful video. We're going to be talking about growth mindset in our next video, and that's also a great way to cope with bad days. So it's kind of a two-part video. Thank you so much for watching. I will actually be seeing you Friday for a new segment I'm starting called Fidget Review Friday, where I review some fidgets and let you know what I think of them. So be looking out for that. I'm excited for new content that should be coming more regularly. I'm trying to get on a Monday or a Wednesday, Friday posting schedule. So if you like this video, drop a like down below, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, get a notification whenever I post, even though it's kind of infrequently lately. But anyway, don't forget to be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye!